welcome back. Welcome back to Master Your Ash. Sorry for the obtuse angle, but this I felt like was the best way to kind of showcase this Newair 500 count humidor and just kind of what I've been storing in it. So I'm going to open up this door here as I do have it turned off. You saw it turned on with the fans up above earlier. Currently reading at 63% right here at the very top, and I'll kind of pan the camera around, but these are the Headless Horseman little vertical up top on the top shelf. And then I also have a little Tatuaje pack that I picked up along with the Rum & Craft Quinquagenario and the Room 101 14th and some of the 20th anniversaries that we still have to smoke. On the very top shelf, and like I said, I'll pan this so that you'll see it, but we have the Sigmund LE, the Disruptor. I'm going to throw these back up here for the pan once we're done. And as you can tell, I have not put any of the pegs in. So I am going up pegless because I'm not a big pegger. No pun intended. But anyway, next shelf slides out. We have our Muestra de Saka Unicorn in the Saka Black. 3 got a skinny face that didn't make it for Halloween this year, along with an Aladino limited edition. Little small pack, the Lavareda, I am about to smoke. So from Crowned Heads, Lavareda, we're about to smoke that bad boy. And then courtesy of our buddy Roger over at Working Man Cigars, he sent me a Hemingway Masterpiece along with an aged Reserva de Anejo, Hemingway Anejo, and an Opus 20th, the Blue Opus, which I have never tried. A couple of little Drew Estate shorties, some quick smokes. Alrighty, throw this back up here. Oh, you know what? It's funny because when I take everything out, I realize how much room I have on these shelves now. And like the pegs work great if you're willing to like figure out which one slides into what spot. That was one of my major, one of the major issues that I had with the humidor was just like trying to figure out which peg would fit because they're all not uniform. They're a little different slightly. So I didn't want to go through all of that, but you know, pros and cons, right? With any humidor, especially like one of these Winodor style humidors. Third shelf down, we have some SP1014 Reds, along with this really long Connecticut shade that I do not know what it is, just ended up in the humidor. Freud Cigar Co. They were nice enough to send me a box of Agape, so I've been enjoying those. And then something that I just nabbed for myself, these Chinchales, they're the Vertigo Club R Field Edition. And as you can tell, they are a little bit smaller in ring gauge and in size than the normal Chinchale 550s. So you see this is where your humidification, your Boveda, or your 320 gram Integra Boost, wherever that pack is gonna go, right? Because sometimes I just wanna throw my packs in here and let them sit for a minute, just like that, and slide it in, but I can't do that because there's that middle piece negating that. So I have to turn it sideways and then I lose some of the area that I would normally have. We got another 5-packer. Some of the stuff that DJ sent over to the channel, Bosphorus, La Gloria, some of the STG stuff that he's been receiving, really nice of him. And then I keep my Casa 1910 pack. I got some Casa 1910s up in here. So just a little sampler of Casa 1910 for those I want to share with, or if I ever feel randy and I want to smoke one. And then these were some from earlier in the year that I had forgotten about that I had. There's El Septimo's in here. There's a Little Big Delicious. There's Warped. There's also the Julius Caesar that I've been meaning to smoke. So got to get around to that. Throw these Bovedas in here. Yep. And once again, got to tilt it on its side. All right. So singles drawer. Singles drawer is right here. And there's 2 of them. These dividers you can also take out. So you can turn it into like just you can turn this singles drawer, and I'm not gonna go over all the singles on this, even though it is somewhat of a humidor review. We're here to talk a little bit more about the actual humidor itself. So we can always go over this bottom shelf. But anyway, so you have a singles drawer where they're just all loose like this. And then you also have a singles drawer where they have the spacers that you can remove and then make that just a grab drawer. So pretty cool overall with how much space you have. Oh, look at this. They fell in the back. So you have like a little bit of extra shelf right here, right? Where the actual compressor and all of the cooling sits in the humidor. I do believe that Newair is giving you a little bit of extra bang for the extra buck, and that's something to always consider. They did provide us with a discount code to the humidor that I'm going to list in the description here, and thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, continuing to grow the community here at Master Your Ash. Greatly appreciate that, and I look forward to catching you again for another Newair times Boveda cigar humidor tour.